Rangers could be set to move on another key member of their backroom team following the departure of Kevin Thelwell. That is according to ex-Aberdeen and Everton and Aston Villa chief executive Keith Wyness, speaking exclusively to Football Insider, who expects Rangers head of recruitment, Robbie Thelwell, son of Kevin, to also leave the club. Sporting director Kevin Thelwell and chief executive Patrick Stewart have been fired by Rangers and the process is underway to appoint their successors. Protests from fans against Kevin Thelwell and Stewart have attributed towards the disgruntled atmosphere inside Ibrox this season. Rangers too big a job for Kevin Thelwell and Patrick Stewart. Aberdeen's former chief Keith Wyness, who served as CEO at Pittodrie between 2000 and 2004, had lengthy spells as the chief of Everton and Aston Villa and now runs a football consultancy advising elite clubs, believes Rangers ownership should have sacked Kevin Thelwell and Stewart earlier on in the season. Speaking on the new edition of Football Insider's Inside Track podcast, Wyness thinks the job was too much for either to undertake. He told Football Insider's Inside Track podcast, "Don't forget poor old Kevin Thelwell's son just joined him in a role there as well. So I'd expect him to be moving on at some stage. I'm sure they'll end up in different positions, in different clubs. I do think it was too big a job for Patrick Stewart and I think for Kevin, I think it was. He did the right move getting away from Everton. I think he was lucky to end up at Rangers and I think he may not have been the right appointment either. But I'm just surprised that they've taken so long to make this decision. I think that the new owners could have moved quicker. They should have made the assessment on these two key positions much earlier in the tenure. So I put a lot of responsibility at their door and as I say, I think they've done this a lot to save their own skin. The Rangers fans, I think, understand that and they will be looking to see who they do appoint and if it's the quality that Rangers need. I say strength of personality and being very fiercely combative will be very high on the list in my view, if you're to be working for Rangers. So again, both old firm clubs in a bit of turmoil. I love to see it and it's great to watch it, but it's all part of the soap opera." On the pitch, Rangers' 0-0 draw against Falkirk was another low point in a bleak season for the Glasgow club so far. Many players signed in the summer have not performed for the club and Roll will want to put his own stamp on the team in January. Nedum Bayrami could leave Rangers in January as another overhaul of the squad is expected to happen. Rangers currently sit fourth in the Scottish Premiership table, 9 points behind league leaders Hearts.